Happy Hallows Eve, my mystic family. Welcome to Moonlight Awakening. My name is Catalina. In today's video, I'm going to share with you some of my paranormal stories, and I have many experiences, and in some of them I have been able to capture like photo evidence or videos on it. But yes, so let's get started with this video. I was always been drawn to the other side. I remember when I was about 9 to 10 years old, I had this friend, and every time we were hanging out at recess time, and she would tell me all these crazy things that have been happening at her aunt's house, that things have been moving around, or they see things, and it's like a whole bunch of things. I don't know if it was true or not, but either way, I was just so drawn, to hear, those people experiences if their house was actually haunted. So yes, I would ask her so many questions during recess time every single day. So what else happened? What else? That's the only thing that's in my mind, for a while. I also had an experience with a Ouija board when I was young, and I was still the same age. I was like 9 years old too, and again, I didn't play it, if that's what you were wondering. I did not play it at all. It was just, so we were in this apartment, okay, and this kid that was probably like 3 years older than me, I was hanging out, me and some other girl, and he showed up to us, like, I don't know what he was like. Guess what guys, guess what my brother got. I think that's what he said, that his brother got it. I have a Ouija board. And obviously I already heard about things like that at that age. I was like, that's a big no to me, but he was too scared to even mess with it. He was scared. I wasn't gonna try it out. She wasn't gonna try it out. So he let this other kids that were a little bit older than me, again, like maybe 2-3 years older than me. They were I mostly saw the girls messing with it, and then we're like, he didn't have the actual, the thing where you move it. So these girls got this piece of paper, and they kind of made it their own kind of thing. So they were like messing with it, and some of the other kids in the same apartment, they were like watching what they were doing and things like that. And I was like, at that age, I was like, I'm not gonna hang around and see what's gonna happen, okay? That's not my cup of tea. Okay, so I just left with me and my friend. Even that kid who just brought it up, like, hello, here it is, he didn't even stay around to watch these girls play with it, okay? So for me, they're making sense. Why are you going to be like, hey guys, guess what I got? And like, does that make sense to you? So anyway, so he let them borrow his Ouija board to this other kids in the neighborhood, and like eventually he's like, I think he had enough of it. He got so terrified, like, oh my gosh, what if they summon like something evil, whatever, like, or there's something evil on this board, like I need to set it in flames. So and I saw the process, okay? I saw him like ripping it off like crazy, ripping it into pieces. I wasn't ripping it at all. I don't think so. But anyway, me and my other friend we were watching too, like what he was ripping it and things like that, and then he set it on fire to make sure whatever was there, if anything was there, if they summoned anything, that it would have just like poof, just died or something. I don't know. At that time, I have no idea how those things work. But yes, that's the only Ouija experience I had. And yes, it was, I'm glad I didn't mess with it, because you never know on those situations. I was a smart little girl, okay? And actually, the first paranormal experience that I had, I believe I was like either 16 or 17. One night, it was me and my sisters, because we went to visit family in Mexico. Me and my other sister, she's like 2 years younger than me. and I'm like the oldest, okay? And this was during a summer, I remember, because my birthday was gonna come up. And anyway, it was one night, again, I don't know what time it was, but it was nighttime. And for some reason, I couldn't fall asleep. I had trouble sleeping, and I keep like, moving back and forth. My sister was clearly like, she was already asleep. I just couldn't. I think it was super, super late because I couldn't fall asleep. Eventually, I opened up my eyes. Obviously, the room is next to the living room, okay, our room. And some of the curtains had like a little rip hole to it. So you kind of see a little bit, through the living room. What I saw was something bright it was like the living room was illuminated with something super, 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 super bright. And I kind of freaked out a little bit. But now I understand this has to do with something has to do with angels, and could be a deceased loved one coming through, from heaven. And I really feel that just tapping into it right now. Again, I don't know if it was a deceased loved one or angels or both, coming to visit us. And what the crazy thing is? So, and me and my sister were already experiencing like crazy things in the house when my grandma passed away. But we didn't show up to my grandma's house until years later, when we were like, obviously like so much older. So it's like, there's things happening in the house. I couldn't even see through the white light. That's how bright it was in the living room. My little baby cousin was sleeping there. My other young cousin, he was there too. Both of my aunts and uncles were there too. And like, don't they see this huge thing? Like, that will wake me up. That will literally wake me up. If like that, my room was illuminated that bright. It was so bright you couldn't even see through it. I was thinking, isn't that going to wake them up? Isn't that going to wake them up? But I guess not, because they never said anything. So I'm pretty sure I saw it from my mind's eye. They couldn't see it. The brightest light I've ever seen in my entire life, even till this day, So that was something, guys. That was something. And to continue with that, with my grandparents' house, again, they were living there at the time, and exactly when we showed up, we started to notice really weird things in that house, okay, me and my sister. I think the first experience we saw right away was like the crib, because my baby cousin was 2 at the time, and there was this like white crib that, again, no batteries, nothing, you had to do it yourself, okay, and it was made of like is it metal or wood? While my aunt was out there, busy doing with other stuff, with my baby cousin was there, the crib will be like this. Even if she wasn't even there, the crib will swing on its own. I think that was also my baby crib too. I'm trying to think. I need to ask my mom. But yes, guys, yes. And me and my sister were like, okay. It will happen every single day, couple of times a day, okay? I'm like, do they see this? Is my aunt, my uncle aware of this? They must be aware of it, because it's right there. They even live here. We just barely showed up, and we're seeing all these crazy things. A few days passed by, and eventually something else happened, something different this time. Me and my sister went to the kitchen to eat, some breakfast and things like that. But she had to leave. Like, I'll be right back, my sister told me. I'm like, okay. So I'm right there in the kitchen, trying to eat and stuff, my breakfast. And then she comes running back to me. I was like, what? Like, after like few minutes, I was like, well, what's happening? Like, you won't believe what just happened. What I experienced right now. I was like, what? Like, how our baby cousin was in the living room, right? Like, okay, yeah. Well, I saw her when I stepped in the living room. I saw her like she was talking to somebody. She was laughing at something, and I asked her, so who are you talking to? And she said the name of her grandma, Mama Cata. I even get the chills, man, the chills. And it's been so hot in Arizona, so hot, and it's fall, okay? I feel like it's still in the summer. I'm getting chills. And I think my sister asked her, like, where's she at? And our baby cousin pointed at the couch right in front of her. She's like, right there. Oh, I can get the chills again. Yes. And she told me that. I was like, wow, no way. So that was something. And the thing is, hello, our grandma passed away more than 10 years ago, maybe 20 years ago. How would she even know about her? You know, she wasn't even born yet, you know. And I doubted my aunt even told her anything about our deceased grandma, you know. So that was like, that was something wild too. And guess what? Now to this day, my aunt and uncle have moved out of that house, and now my cousin is living there. It's a different cousin, not the one I just told you. He's, I think, 2 or 3 years younger than me. He already moved there with his wife, and now he has like a little baby girl. And I went to visit him, obviously in our grandparents' house, you know, when I went there in Mexico not that long ago. So we were looking at the house again, because again, there's so many childhood memories, so many great memories I had in that house. So it's very dearly to me. So anyway, I was talking to my cousin, and I was telling him, hey, you know, when me and my other sister showed up here, we were having these crazy experiences. I don't know if he's having the same experience living in this house too. Hello, you know, it's in this house. And then he's telling me, yeah, he's like, he's seen her spirit. He saw her walking through the hallway and then through the kitchen. So, and again, he's open to it. I'm like, please show me, Grandma. I want to see you. Please appear. So he's open to it. Like, please, like, I want to see you, Grandma. You know, so he saw her. Not only that, he also said to me that, like, sometimes they see many times happening where they see the curtains blowing like on their own. I even get the chills, man. Look at that, the chills. They seen the curtains moving like that. And again, this is still in their living room, by the way. I was like, there's a lot of activity in the living room, I can tell you that much. Because also, you know, my grandma died in that house. She passed away in that house too. You know, I need to talk more to my cousin. I'm like, what else have you been experiencing in this house? You know what I mean? Besides the curtains moving and you seen her walking, you know. And obviously my grandpa passed away too. So now I feel like they're both in that house, you know, doing their thing too. And speaking of grandparents, okay, so this is still my mom's parents, okay. You know, her mom died in her 70s, I believe, and then my grandpa died like around, like, he was almost 90 when he passed away. And a few months ago, after his passing, again, we were right here in this house, me and my mom. She was watching TV in the living room, and I was sitting on the couch, okay. I was right behind her, so she couldn't see what I was doing because she was too focused on that TV. And then, like, I was like, you know what? I grabbed my phone, and I have Snapchat on the phone. And I was like, you know what? I don't know why it came to me, but it did anyway. You know, again, no such thing as coincidence. So I was like, Grandpa, are you here? You know, and I put the Snapchat filter, you know, when you get little doggy ears or kitty cat ears or whatever, right? So I'm like, are you here? I'm slowly moving, you know, my phone around, and guess what happened? A face appeared. I think a bear face. Grandpa, you here? And eventually the face keeps going in and out on, you know, the Snapchat filter. I was like, oh, you're here. And I don't know what I was saying, but I kept communicating with my grandpa, my mom's dad. And then eventually my grandpa, I saw another face appearing next to my grandpa, and I already knew deep inside, 111. Yes, a sign, 111, to confirm that, like, eventually my grandpa brought up my grandma too. So he's like, hey, here's me, and let me bring her over too. Oh, I get the chills too. So I was like, nah, 2 faces appeared on my Snapchat filter. And obviously I saved the Snapchat, you know, after all these years. Clearly I'm gonna save it because that's my grandparents showing in spirit form, you know, through a Snapchat filter. So if you didn't know that you could capture faces, spirit faces, through Snapchat filters, try it out, guys. Try it out, because it works. It works, okay? Yeah, how cool is that? So yes, I saved it, and it was just so beautiful, so magical. And speaking of Snapchat, I have another Snapchat experience. Okay, so one day I was waiting for my sister to get out from school, okay, from college, because I'm picking her up to take her home. And anyway, I'm chilling under a tree, and I'm literally filming where I'm at, whatever. And then I look at it back, okay, to replay it before I want to publish it in Snapchat, right, before you post it on Snapchat, right. Then I hear this college students talking really loud, saying, "Did you hear that?" Like a group of, I think there were 3 of them or 4, talking really loud. And guess what I heard it once I replayed the Snapchat video? And this embodied voice saying, "No." So after those college students saying, "Did you hear that?" This embodied voice, it was a man, by the way, of an older man saying, "No," replying to what they said. That I've never captured in this embodied voice in a Snapchat filter before. I don't even know that was even possible. So be aware of that, guys. Be aware of that. So definitely there's spirit in that college, and confirmed it. And I wish I didn't ruin the audio on the Snapchat. If not, I would have played it right here. But how did I mess up the audio? Is because I silenced it. Then when I was trying to once I unsilence the clip, now you can barely even hear it. It got ruined. It got ruined. So I just deleted it because you can't even make up anything anymore. I was like, damn it. This would have been such a great video to save, but I messed up on the audio by muting it, and then like, damn it. But hey, this might not be my last disembodied voice on Snapchat. But yes, you can also capture, now you guys know, you can also capture disembodied voices on Snapchat. So definitely try it out. Again, I didn't expect to capture that. I was just like doing just filming whatever, right? And I've captured many other voices too. Even if it's not a Snapchat, when me and my friend are sending voice messages, we will hear like someone's talking. A butterfly showed up. Oh, how magical. It's an orange butterfly you showed up. So to confirm, yes, that's also, we heard, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was extraterrestrial voice or a deceased loved one. We're not sure, but I forgot what it said. But I even captured like things like when I'm talking and you hear something else talking in the background. Hey, if you hear anything while I'm filming this video, like if you hear like a voice, let me know, pin it, just in case I miss it, okay? Because you never know. I could even capture things on my laptop. Hey guys, you never know. But yes, I just want to know, guys, have you ever captured any spirits on Snapchat too, or disembodied voices on Snapchat? Are you gonna try it out now since I told you about it? Let me know. Anyway, this is all for this video, and don't worry, I have lots more paranormal stories to share with picture evidence and video evidence. If you enjoyed my stories, please give me a like on this video, and don't forget to follow for more paranormal stories like this. And I wish you all a magical Hallows Eve.